Yesterday, the district attorney of Los Angeles County, Nathan Hochman, announced some new actions to combat the waves of thefts plaguing businesses across Southern California. A yellow sticker is involved, but there's a lot more to it than that. The district attorney, Nathan Hochman, back with us here for the Fox 11 News at 6. Good to see you again.
And you as well.
So we'll talk about the retail theft in a moment, but I just want to get you to weigh in on that story that Haley just talked about. Obviously, you may not know all the specifics of that particular intersection, but this issue of fires is a huge thing. We see fires started every single day by homeless people here. What are you doing about it?
You know, you're absolutely right. We estimate about a third of the fires that are illegally set are being set by the homeless population. So we have a zero tolerance policy for what amounts to either arson or a whole variety of different types of illegal violations. We work with law enforcement, and we've sent the message to law enforcement that if in the last 4 years you've held off conducting any arrests or investigation of this because these cases weren't being prosecuted, we'll prosecute those cases.
Hey guys, this man Nathan Hochman, the new DA for the city of Los Angeles, he ain't no joke, man. Former federal prosecutor overseeing all this stuff, man. You know, anything he's basically come down the ladder from being a United States Assistant Attorney General to be leading deputy DA here in Los Angeles, and he means business, man. They got this new thing going, Prop 36. I'm gonna read up on that and get a little bit more details as far as the terms surrounding that. But just sitting here listening to him, I mean, just with that stern face and just his whole aura, just basically lets you know he means business. I'm, you know, sitting here with you guys, looking at him, sitting talking to this newscaster. And don't get me wrong, you know, mental health matters, but we got to be real. We got to be real with each other, the people that lives in Los Angeles. I mean, these mental health people, they are walking the streets of LA like zombies. Everywhere you go, man, literally every store, every market, every gas station, you're going to get jammed up by somebody being there asking for change. A lot of them don't mean harm. They just need a little help. But sometimes you can come across some of them that can be pretty aggressive. I always tell my wife just to ignore them, be kind, polite, and keep pushing when she and my daughter is out moving around in the city. But it's crazy, man. It's a lot of people in danger. They be out here starting a fire. Sometimes you could just be riding on the freeways and you will smell the burning smoke. Even that big fire they had about a year ago where it almost took out the major interstate, Highway 10, that runs right through downtown. Luckily, they was able to get that put out and saved it, but it just created a crazy traffic nightmare in a city that's already plagued with bad traffic, man. So a lot of people's afraid, man. Small businesses are scared to open, families scared to walk on their own blocks and take their dogs out, you know. Every time the wife and Chatty want to go walk, and I always make sure I go with them because it's just, you never know when terror will strike in this city, man. It's very beautiful. The landscape is beautiful, but it will fool you.
And a similar message on retail theft. This is something that you really ran on. And you also ran supporting this idea of Prop 36, which is making things tougher in terms of some of these retail thefts. You were at the 7-Eleven yesterday, which has sort of an interesting story that sort of explains this concept. What happened at this 7-Eleven?
So this 7-Eleven, which is located at Olympic and La Cienega in West Los Angeles, it's owned by an individual family. Every 7-Eleven franchise is not corporate owned. They're actually owned by individual families who are being effectively terrorized by people coming in every single day. And often it was the same person taking whatever they want, not paying for it, knowing that law enforcement in the past could do very little. They didn't even want to file an insurance claim because they would lose their insurance policy. So what's happened with Proposition 36 is that it's targeted the repeat chronic offenders, people with 2 convictions already for theft, and now they're going ahead and doing it again.
That's funny, the 7-Eleven, that particular little small convenience store, you guys are all familiar with 7-Eleven. I actually grew up not too far from that neighborhood. Actually, the facility where I've been actually doing some work recently is probably about maybe 5 minutes away from there. And the cold part about it, what we just saw with those people in there ransacking and robbing that store, man. Beverly Hills literally, guys, is probably 3 minutes north of that location. So that just goes to show you, man, these thieves, people is getting hungry out here, man. Their ribs is touching, the price of goods is going up, it's no work out here, and people are just getting more bold, man. They not scared of going to jail. I mean, you know, if you go to jail, they're gonna have a bed, 3 hots and a cot. So I don't think jail really scares a lot of them, especially not the mental health people. I mean, when you go to that county jail, I mean, it's just like you in damn a mental health unit. They're gonna touch on that a little farther in this segment, but it's just crazy how crime is just plaguing this whole city. Everybody think it's a big thing to live up in the hills and Beverly Hills and Beverlywood, Beverly Glen, Bel Air, Brentwood, all the more prestigious communities within the city. But all of that stuff is literally 5 and 10 minutes away from other locations in the city. Like, for instance, South LA, a 10-15 minute ride to gang bang city, man, full of gangs, full of drugs, and you head northwest. That way you be up in those more affluent areas. And I'm just basically saying that to say, you know, it's still LA County. Whether you in Compton, you in LA County, or if you're in Beverly Hills, it's still LA County.
We just were at this public safety town hall a couple nights ago. I was there with you, interviewing you on stage, also talked to the city attorney, council member Yaroslavsky was there, a captain from the LAPD. And I asked everybody, what was the biggest obstacle for public safety? And all of you had some version of mental health. This idea that there is not enough money, no places to take people, and not enough money no way to force them into it. How do you see the mental health challenge right now?
The mental health challenge in this county is enormous. Right now, the LA County jails are the largest mental health facility in probably the entire United States. They're the largest homeless shelter. They have over 4,000 of the 12,500 inmates tonight are either homeless with serious mental illnesses, drug addictions, or both.
Man said 12,500 tonight. That's a lot of people locked up, taken off the streets away from their family, guys. And 4,000 of them are homeless mental health people who actually need to be in a hospital somewhere, getting some treatment, getting fed medication, and being able to talk to people. And I don't know, man. Basically getting some decent help, not sitting in a freaking jail cell experiencing all what they are going through in that jail. 12,500, that's a lot of men and women locked up.
They're in an antiquated facility. These facilities are either 30 to 60 years old. They mostly need to either be torn down or completely rebuilt. The plans were actually almost on the ready to effectuate in 2020 when the Board of Supervisors had a political change. They went with a Care First Jails Last idea. They had to pay a $70 million breakup fee to the contractor, but the prison, the modern mental health facility that Norway would actually be jealous of today, that should be in downtown LA, does not exist. There is nothing on the drawing board, and this is not a can I'm going to kick down the road any further. If we don't get on building state-of-the-art mental health facilities to get the true treatment for our mentally ill population, then we are facing a disaster in the years to come.
What's even more crazy, before I close this video out, I sit here and I listen to stuff like this, and about 2 weeks ago, I heard some other disturbing news with the mayor announcing all the big cutbacks that this city has proposed and that they're gonna pass. And basically in that budget cut, they are gonna be, like they said, eliminating about 400 police officers. Now, when you live in a big major metropolitan city like this, you know, to get people to come here and visit and even want to live here, and just to keep the tourists coming here, for one, public safety is very important, man. When you don't got enough cops roaming the streets and patrolling, protecting people, that's gonna cause people to not want to visit here anymore. There's 3 major things that you need to make a city great: affordable housing, public transportation, and public safety. Our public safety is being tampered with right now by the mayor. our public transportation. They have done a phenomenal job in building up the infrastructure of that. You can pretty much get anywhere in this city now by way of bus or metro train, but they still plagued with a lot of crimes, a lot of robberies. There's been a few murders on those trains and buses as well. And then affordable housing, that's I don't even know. I mean, that shouldn't even be on the list for Los Angeles County. I mean, the minimum base rents, even with some of the properties that we have that we rent, 1 bedrooms in South Los Angeles, is starting at about $2,000 on up. Or, you know, you start heading towards Northwest, the Beverly Hills area, West LA, $3,000, $3,500, up to $4,000 for apartments, guys. People are paying $3,000 to $4,000 to live in an apartment building. So, yeah, just want to drop another one on you guys, man. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. I'll see y'all on the next one, man. Peace.